Q7008. To properly compensate for a crosswind during straight and level cruising flight, the pilot should A. Hold rudder pressure toward the wind. B. Establish a proper heading into the wind by coordinated use of the controls. C. Hold aileron pressure toward the wind and hold opposite rudder pressure to prevent a turn. The correct answer is B. When flying in a crosswind, the wind is blowing perpendicular to the aircraft's flight path, creating a sideways force on the aircraft. To maintain a straight and level course, it is important to counteract the effects of the crosswind by using the correct control inputs. Q6993. During a power approach to a short field landing, the correct airspeed may be verified by A. The ability to land on a predetermined spot. B. Little or no floating during the landing flare. C. The ability to maintain a constant angle of descent. The correct answer is B. During a power approach to a short field landing, it is crucial to maintain the appropriate airspeed to ensure a safe and precise landing. Floating during the landing flare. Floating refers to the prolonged ground effect experienced during the landing flare, where the aircraft remains airborne for an extended period before touchdown. This can occur when the aircraft is traveling at a higher airspeed than desired during the landing. The excess airspeed can lead to a longer landing distance, which is undesirable in a short field landing scenario. Little or no floating. If the correct airspeed is maintained during the power approach, the aircraft will be flying at the appropriate speed for a short field landing. This means that when the pilot initiates the landing flare by reducing power and applying elevator back pressure to raise the nose, the aircraft should smoothly transition from the descent to a gentle touchdown without experiencing significant floating. Little or no floating indicates that the airspeed was appropriate, resulting in a shorter landing distance. By observing little or no floating during the landing flare, the pilot can confirm that the correct airspeed was maintained during the power approach. This is an important validation of the pilot's ability to control the aircraft's energy state and execute a precise short-field landing. Q6994. What is the correct procedure to follow if an aircraft is in the region of reverse command during a landing approach? A. Increase angle of attack and power. B. Decrease angle of attack and power. C. Decrease angle of attack and increase power. The correct answer is C. When an aircraft is in the region of reverse command, it means that the normal relationship between airspeed and power is reversed. This situation typically occurs at low airspeeds and high angles of attack, such as during the landing approach or in a go-around scenario. In this region, reducing airspeed further by increasing the angle of attack may lead to a stall, and reducing power may result in a loss of lift. Decrease angle of attack. To avoid a stall and maintain control of the aircraft, it is necessary to decrease the angle of attack. This can be achieved by reducing the pitch attitude or gently lowering the nose of the aircraft. By decreasing the angle of attack, the airflow over the wings remains attached, preventing a stall and ensuring sufficient lift. Increase power. Increasing power helps to compensate for the decrease in lift that occurs when the angle of attack is reduced. By increasing power, the thrust produced by the engines generates additional lift, allowing the aircraft to maintain its desired flight path and approach profile. Increasing power also helps to counteract the increase in drag that may occur as the angle of attack decreases. By decreasing the angle of attack and increasing power, the pilot can effectively manage the aircraft's energy state and maintain a safe and controlled approach. This procedure helps to prevent a stall, maintain lift, and ensure proper control of the aircraft during the landing approach. Q6995, which can result when operating in the region of reverse command. A. It is not possible to climb. B. Increased nose-up pitch does not affect rate of descent. C. Increased nose-up pitch causes increased rate of descent. The correct answer is C. The region of reverse command refers to a flight regime where the normal relationship between pitch attitude and rate of descent is reversed. In this region, changes in pitch attitude may have unexpected effects on the aircraft's rate of descent. Increased nose-up pitch. When an aircraft operates in the region of reverse command, an increased nose-up pitch occurs when the pilot raises the aircraft's nose by increasing the pitch attitude. This action typically aims to increase lift or reduce the rate of descent. Increased rate of descent. Contrary to the expected outcome, in the region of reverse command, an increased nose-up pitch can lead to an increased rate of descent. This is because the airflow over the wings becomes disrupted, causing a decrease in lift. The disturbed airflow can result in a higher sink rate or a loss of lift, causing the aircraft to descend more rapidly. The reversed relationship between pitch attitude and rate of descent in the region of reverse command can be counterintuitive and potentially dangerous if not recognized and managed properly. Pilots must be aware of this phenomenon and exercise caution when operating in this flight regime. Q6998. If poor aircraft controllability is experienced during an emergency go-around with full flaps, the cause is most probably due to A. Excessive airspeed with full flaps extended. B. The high-power, low-airspeed situation with the airplane trimmed for a full flap configuration. C. A reduction in the angle of attack with full flaps to the point where the aircraft control is greatly impaired. The correct answer is B. During a go-around procedure, the aircraft transitions from an approach configuration with full flaps extended to a climb configuration with increased power. High power, low airspeed situation. During a go-around, the pilot applies full power to increase thrust and climb performance. However, the aircraft is still in a low airspeed regime, typically close to the stall speed or with reduced margin above the stall speed. The high power combined with the low airspeed can result in an increased pitch-up tendency and a higher angle of attack, which may affect the aircraft's controllability. Trimmed for a full flap configuration. When the aircraft is configured for a full flap approach, the trim settings are adjusted accordingly to maintain the desired pitch and flight path. However, during a go-around, the pilot retracts the flaps to a lesser configuration while maintaining the trim setting for the full flap configuration. This can lead to an imbalance in pitch control forces and affect the aircraft's controllability, making it more difficult to maintain the desired pitch attitude and climb profile. The combination of a high-power, low-airspeed situation and the aircraft being trimmed for a full flap configuration can result in poor aircraft controllability during an emergency go-around. It is crucial for pilots to be aware of this potential issue and be prepared to apply appropriate control inputs to maintain control and climb safely.